everyone, my name is Alex Davis and welcome to Outside the Mercedes-Benz of Wichita showroom, where today we have a rather special vehicle. This is the new G6, hey, I'm up here. This is the new G63 4x4 squared, and this is an insane off-roading vehicle. And this time, it has proper AMG DNA and AMG badges, completely different from the G550 4x4 squared of the previous generation. I'm gonna get down and we'll start in the front like we always do. Like I mentioned, is the new 4x4 squared, and I did mention something very important. This is the proper AMG version. The previous generation was the G550 squared. Didn't have any of the AMG prowess, the AMG DNA, nor the AMG badges all the way around the vehicle. This is the proper 63, so you still have the 4-liter twin-turbo V8, 585 horsepower, and a staggering 0 to 60 time of right around that 5-second mark. So, absolutely insane vehicle here. We do have Magno paint, and then the night package as well. So everything on the outside of the truck has been blacked out, including your side markers here. But the front end is going to look very much like a regular G63 with that Magno package. So Magno here and here on the brush guard. Moving around the side though, is where you're going to notice a lot of changes, and also looking up, of course. On the side, we will have, of course, these carbon fiber fender flares. These fender flares are going to add on each side a total of about 4 inches of width to the vehicle, along with these massive Pirelli Scorpion tires. These are the same brand of tire that come on your G63. They're going to be used for both on-road and off-road applications, and these are the same tires that came on the G550 squared, just a little bit more updated and modern. But these are a self-cleaning tread, which means when you do take it off of road, you're going to have dirt on the top of the tread, but not in between each tread. So very interesting there. Underneath in the front, we'll have the same kind of steering setup that we do in the facelifted G classes. So we will have our independent front suspension still, but we have a different way of getting power to those front wheels, and they're called portal axles. The axles are actually sitting up higher in the truck, and then portal axles are used to manipulate the power to each of the front wheels, allowing for increased ground clearance, about another 4 inches of lift in the vehicle, for a total of about 10 centimeters or 17 inches, right around there, of ground clearance from front to back. So a lot of capability here. Again, like I mentioned, I don't know how many people are going to actually take these off-road. Maybe it's just Whistling Diesel, maybe not, if he can get his hands on one, but I would love to see what this capability actually is of this insane truck. Moving along the side, carbon fiber inserts here. You do have your AMG badging here with your V8 biturbo badging as well. I'm pretty sure that these steps are a little bit wider because you will have to use them to get in and out of the vehicle. Again, I'm about 6'1", and I have to use them, and I kind of hop out like a cartoon character. Makes me look a little bit silly. I haven't quite figured out a way to get out in an eloquent way. We do have mud flaps here on the front, as well as all the way on the back of the vehicle. Again, they will be used to protect not only the Magno paint, but everybody trailing behind you. And then coming all the way around to the back, you get a full-size spare tire. So unlike the typical G63 and G550, you'll get a full-size spare tire with your Pirelli Scorpion, a beautiful carbon fiber cover here, and then a metal guard that no one will want to run into. You don't want to run into anything with that, and no one will want to get anywhere close to you as well. And of course, the ladder here, which we used at the beginning to film the intro of the vehicle. The top will hold up to 100 kgs of weight, which in American, it's about 220 pounds. So more than enough to hold an average adult, which is very, very cool. But let's hop on inside and talk about some of the interesting things on the inside of the new G63 4x4 squared. Oh, and here we are. I love the bank vault doors. It's just, again, G-Wagon stuff. But steering wheel, all your entertainment, all the center console stuff, that's going to be, again, typical G-Class. The only way that you'll know that you're in a 4x4, other than the fact that you are completely elevated off of the roadway, will be a little badge over here on the passenger grab handle that says G63 4x4 squared. And you will have a digital rear view mirror. You have a physical one, of course, but you can't see anything out of the back. So we'll turn the digital one back on, but you have settings where you can manipulate your brightness. So you can turn the brightness down or the brightness up. You can go angled down or angled up. And angled down, you actually see that massive full-size spare tire. And you can go left or you can go right and then twist and twist. So a lot of fun stuff to do there with your digital rear view mirror. But you do have your sunshade and your sunroof. You can't really see out of it though because you have this massive $5,000 cargo up on top. Absolutely ridiculous. In front, that carbon fiber front kind of spoiler on the roof is a factory option. It's standard actually, I believe. And you do have lights in there, but per US regulations, we can't have any fun and the lights don't actually work. They're in there, they're just not wired. And so an aftermarket tuning company, I'm sure if they haven't already figured out how to do it, will figure out how to do it because that is something that a lot of people that buy these are going to want to do and will end up doing. But I'm gonna get situated here. I'm gonna figure out Apple CarPlay really quick because I haven't had a chance to play around with this one a whole lot. So give me just a second and we'll get Apple CarPlay hooked up. So I was trying to use Apple CarPlay, but I don't have Mercedes Connect hooked up, which means that it won't let me. So, and I'm not gonna take the time to do that, but very familiar command screen here for Mercedes, nice large digital dash and your full satellite navigation, this time just encompassing the whole globe it seems like, but you can scroll around, enter destinations, you can zoom in and zoom out and use your command functions here in the center console, just like you can with every other Mercedes-Benz product. You do have your IWC clock here, and then of course full carbon fiber running the entire length of the vehicle, your dynamic settings, your manual gearbox settings, as well as your suspension components, and the most important thing, your exhaust button. So I'm gonna open the door here a little bit. You hear that V8 rumble already, hopefully. Very G-Wagon as far as the side exit exhaust, quad tips on both sides. But of course, once you get inside, you are relatively isolated from the exterior world. You have your heated and ventilated seats. You have one-touch window switches, your automatic headlights, all the ambient lighting, in this case in blue or this purplish blue hue running throughout the entire cabin. Very luxurious in here, very comfortable. Center console, you have plenty of storage in here with 2 USB outlets, so a lot of charging opportunities in here as well. Burmester high-end surround sound system with speakers just about everywhere that you look, and of course airbags on the sides and everywhere that you'd expect them. So overall a very safe vehicle. I don't know how it couldn't be, being that you are so high up off the road. You're about as tall as a school bus. So let's hop in the back seat and see what those look like in the new G63 4x4 squared. Back of the G63, like I said, is getting in and out. A little bit difficult to do, but let's see if we can, there we go. That was smooth enough. Heated seats in the back, more Burmester surround sound, of course. You do have your own climate control back here, as well as an ashtray, your lighter, and then another USB power port. So a very nice bit of power there for the rear occupants, but very comfortable. Obviously tons of headroom, nice amount of knee room. It is a G-Wagon, it's super tall, it's meant to be comfortable no matter which seat you're sitting in. The middle seat even has a lot of legroom here as well because the transmission tunnel is so far down and removed from the body of the vehicle that this is also nice and flat. But let's check out your storage area in the back of the G63 4x4 squared. You'll notice how there hasn't been a single clip of me getting out of one of these, and there won't be. It's not pretty. Walking around the back, of course, I've already kind of done an introduction to it. Massive spare tire. But let's get it opened up. It opens up just like any other G, except a little bit heavier because that full-size spare wheel and tire, but quilted leather everywhere, and the whole thing is lined in carpet, so very usable back here. A bit of protection options, but then four luggage tie downs, actually 6. We'll let this plane go overhead. And there we go. Honestly, this is probably the perfect truck to pull up to your private plane in. But 6 tie downs back here, and of course your privacy cover. You do have a 115 volt outlet and ambient lighting as well, so you can see what you're doing. Apparently, they're doing some flight practice. But very easy. You have your subwoofer back there and a luggage net. And then we'll get this bank vault closed. There's actually extra reinforcements here. The other G-Wagons don't have this extra reinforcement to make sure that everything stays level. Secure. Thank you very much for watching. Let's finish this one up. Thank you very much for joining me with this quick introductory video on the brand new G63 4x4 squared. Do let us know if you have any questions about the vehicle. It is available at the time of filming. and I'm not sure how many more we're going to see. This might be the only one. So do let us know if you have any questions about this vehicle or any other vehicle that you might find here at Mercedes-Benz of Wichita. And maybe this is even a G-Wagon that Whistling Diesel can't break. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the drive.